Here with Coach Joey Jones, the Laurel Bulldogs, and Coach, we're counting down. We're on our way to Saturday. I guess one good thing this year is you don't have the nightcap. You'll have the noon game. How do you find that as an advantage or disadvantage?
Well, it seems like, and I'm hoping that we get the nicest weather game of the day. Get the high noon, you get decent weather. It seems like it's going to be, but just different feel. The late game was difficult because you didn't know exactly when you were going to start, and just from a scheduling standpoint, that was a little tricky. We know we're kicking off, we're ready to go. So I like the noon game.
And we'll start with a cliche, and it's kind of true to your team. Defense wins championships. I'm sure you're going into Saturday morning, Saturday noon, thinking, hey, defense is what's got us here. Defense is what's going to get us through. Talk about your defense.
Well, the stats and the points per game and all that stuff, they come along very nicely and they look great, but they play as a team. They play very fast, they play very physical, and they are truly 11 hats to the ball. And as long as they can do that one more time, and I think we should have a good chance on Saturday.
Now, they're going to see somebody they haven't seen before,
Yes.
Kasim Benson. I don't think he got to play much last year, and he has torched the earth this year. How do you feel your defense trying to bottle up a guy like that?
Well, it takes a team effort, and that's the good thing is that that's how we play, that's how we prepare, that's what we do defensively. But if you don't play as a team, he will take care of you, and you cannot simulate a Kasim Benson in scout team. So it will be an adjustment, but again, team defense and 11 hats to the ball should give us a chance there.
Now, let's talk about your offense. It goes through Caden Shockley, and it literally goes through Caden Shockley, the quarterback. He can throw well. He can run well. Let's talk about him in your offense.
Well, talking about things you can't replace or simulate, you cannot replace 42 starts as a quarterback.
Right.
That's a big deal, and he's taken every meaningful snap here at Laurel since he showed up. So, and every meaningful snap I've had as a coach since I got here at the same time.
Right.
He's a bright kid. He's a talented kid. He's learned this offense as well as anybody that I've been around, and it just makes things work very well when you can add a weapon and a coach in the huddle and at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Kylie Wilson has been big in the program over the last couple of years. Talk about what he brings to your offense.
And he's matured so much physically, and just as a leader of this team. He wants the ball. He wants to be in there. He's calling out different defensive packages. He runs in to get on the field. He is truly a guy who, in every moment, wants the football, and he's pretty good when he gets it.
And it's not bad having a Pat Bell, a Tate Walls, and let's talk about that big, huge offensive line of yours. They get the job done.
And I can physically, yes, they look nice. They can move people around. They play really well. But again, they've learned so much. And the information I get back from the line of scrimmage, and we're talking, and we go on a whiteboard. They've learned this offense inside and out, and that's another thing you can't replace. Or when you get the big frame and the physical dominance that they bring, in addition to that, it's you're primed for some points. And we've had a really good year.
Offensively, you couldn't be more contrasting in these two teams. You got they're 80 yards in a cloud of dust. You guys are 3 yards in a cloud of dust, but you do it in chunks, and you go on long drives and score. Talk about the differences in these two offenses.
Well, there are differences, but I think at the same time, we want to put the ball on the ground and we want to run right at you, and they're the same exact way. And they've got more than just Benson. They've got some other guys that can play too. So, they take it in chunks. We're going to grind it out, but we're going to keep pushing on the ground, punch you right in the mouth, and keep going.
And I guess the big thing is, last year, 50-50, some said Laurel would win it, some say St. E's will win it. I don't think you're going to find anybody that would put money on St. E's this year, so they're kind of playing with house money. You guys have to deal with maybe overconfidence. How have you dealt with that with the 2-week layoff?
I think it's just important to remain who you've been. And, we've known these kids for a long time. They've played here for a long time, and just be who you are, be the foundation you set here. As freshmen and sophomores, these were the guys out disciplining juniors and seniors, not only within our own program, but others. And their ability now, since they've matured, has really been able to fly, and just have to stick with who you are, ride with the foundation they've built, and allow your ability to take care of business when you get an opportunity to. I don't get caught up in who's picking who, because as I said, I think before, how often does a Super Bowl or a championship box score look like the regular season? I don't feel like it does often. So it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a battle, and I'm just preparing our guys to be ready.
Bulldogs are within a week. We're counting down to Saturday, high noon, when
right.
Joey Jones and the Laurel Bulldogs go for their second state title.